Hi. So this is a video on the industry-specific solution that we have for professional services on AI Central. If you're running any kind of professional services business, be a digital agency, a recruitment services consultancy, or a management consultancy, this video will tell you how you can first of all get all your work done on AI Central. And not just that, how you can get the kind of mandates that you want from the market and how you can build content which helps you build trust in the market. So to start with, the first is the entire delivery. How do you do your the delivery on AI Central? Okay, so the first part is AI enabling your workflows and with your domain knowledge, and I those words are capitalized on purpose. The whole issue is, why the deployment of AI is not really taking off is because companies need to start with their own workflows. You know, they need to get that satisfaction of their own domain knowledge being incorporated into the workflows, and it always starts by building your workflows and writing down the prompts, documenting the prompts that you're using on a day-to-day basis. Let's see how that happens. Okay, so I'm on the team workflows section. And basically, you will see that this is where I have documented, uh, the workflows that I use on a daily basis. So this is a workflow for the BD team, for example, where literally you are putting down the steps, right? This is what you do. This is step one, step two, step three, where the approval is important. Who does the review? All of that can be documented, and then you run this workflow for various scenarios. The good thing about documenting is that you will put down the steps that you usually do, and you will put down the prompts that you normally use. I'll come to the prompts a little later, but when you do that at a later after this for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and the entire team keeps on looking at this workflow and improves this, that is when after 4 weeks you can start automating this and having a custom agent around some of the steps. And that is the best way to really do the requirement analysis for any custom agent. And this is a managed services solution that I'm discussing. So once you have documented, and it becomes very easy for us, the AI Central support team, to make a custom agent around these steps. So, okay, I spoke about documenting the prompts. So, for example, calling the leads, the BD person can use a prompt to actually, whatever leads are there for the day, a prompt can actually analyze them and give the calling script. So that's an example of a prompt which can be used in any of these steps. And we have something called the Prompt Studio. So basically, the Prompt Studio, you can, any of the BD, like in this case, for example, they can come here and put down their prompts in simple language, and the prompt will automatically get enhanced, and then they can document that in the workflow that I was saying, and they can also run it right away. You're using any of the LLM. So prompts is a very fundamental, like that's where the domain knowledge comes. So any professional services company will have like a certain set of people who are senior and who have all the domain knowledge within them, and these are the best people to build those workflows, to make these prompts. Same, you can save these prompts. You can. So basically, what I showed you was enhancing your prompts. You can also share it with your team members. A very important part is the versioning of prompts, which is any kind of any prompt that you have. You can actually have various versions of it, and that's again where team leaders and domain knowledge in professional services companies, they can make improvements in the prompt, so that the workflows keep on improving every week. And ultimately, even when you automate it and use and build an agent around it, it will be only as good as the prompts which are part of the workflow. Right. So we spoke about enhancing prompts. We are then this is the versioning prompts, and then we also have a feature called the fine tuning prompt. This is also a very nice way by which the domain knowledge can be leveraged in any professional services environment. This can be these are set of questions which the team has to answer, basis which a prompt can be generated. right? So you answer these questions and then a prompt can be generated. So all the day-to-day tasks which are there in your professional services, you can have your own set of questions which the team has to answer before generating this prompt and using it. So this is more for the one-time tasks, which, not everything is a regular workflow, right? There will be tasks which are one time. So this is for that. Okay. Apart from that, there is a full-fledged AI models section where you can make for all your clients. You can have your projects here. You can choose any of the to start because we all know that for some of the work you don't require to use frontier model, you can use lower cost models. So there's a whole range of options here with respect to which models you can use and do the tasks which basically require you to chat with LLMs. And then we have the organization hub where you can put down your team members and the roles that they have. And this is the client workspaces where you can, which is a very important part of any professional services environment, right? So all your clients that you have you can put whatever prompts that you're using, the workflows that you're using, agents that get created, all of that can be tagged to that particular client, so that if uh, uh, anyone new is joining the team and they immediately know what is to be done for what client we're looking at this section. Apart from that, of course, there is a knowledge base wherein you can put down all the assets which are important for your client delivery work and basis which the workflows and the prompts will get. And moving on to AI agents, we spoke about the workflows and the various steps involved. Now, from those steps, there will be custom agents which will be made for your team. And apart from that, there are a whole range of agents which can be readily used for the most common tasks that are there in any professional services environment, for making emails or for doing research, account research, right? So all of those common tasks, for the most common use cases, we also have our own library of AI agents, right? So that's you know how you start AI enabling your workflows. I mean, just summarizing, uh, it's the best way to start uh, AI enabling is to start documenting your workflows and the team looking at those workflows and trying and improving it every day, trying to look at how the prompts can be tweaked so that when you finally decide to make a custom agent around some of those steps, all of that intelligence is already baked in, and that really ensures the success of the AI custom AI agent that we will help you or that we will build for you. And the other bit is that, of course, you can use our own library of the most common use cases that are there for AI agents in a professional services environment.